It's Doyle.
My name is Elizabeth Fowler.
We are athletes. Lincoln softball hasn't had softball in decades. It was the early 80s the last time they had a softball program.
One of my players who made it very known to several people in our building that we should have softball.
Ever since I was in 6th grade, they can tell you that I've been asking for a team. I went around the whole school, told teachers to put out the word, get the names back to me. I would get the names to administration.
She had 28 to 30 girls that were interested in playing, and we said, we have to make this happen. It wasn't within our budget for this year. We didn't have a schedule. We didn't have equipment because we don't have any softball fields in our district. We had 3 weeks to plan this and get this all together. The partnership with Urban Youth Academy, it has been extremely helpful.
As we created this vision for the Urban Youth Academy, we wanted to figure out how we could grow softball, grow baseball in this community, in Kansas City. And one of our greatest achievements thus far is being able to provide facilities and a structure.
We had a really generous contribution from Pro Athlete. They gave us basically a team set of gloves. We had a dozen team bats.
That melted our hearts. It showed us people are really out there that support us and support our dream of actually having a softball team.
The first practice, we definitely started with the basics.
So they told me I was going to play shortstop, and I thought that they were putting me there because I was short. I was like, this is not what I wanted, but sure, okay. What does this do? I wanted to play center outfield.
But it's center field.
Oh.
Lincoln on 3, 1, 2, 3, Lincoln!
On our first game, we wore our Harrisonville shirts, and we wore them with kind of a pride and oh, we're on the Lincoln softball team. This is our first year.
The first game, everyone was nervous. They didn't know what was going to happen. They've never played softball, so it was a new experience for all of them. But I think overall, at the end of the day, they realized that this is something they would love to do.
Having everybody cheering us on, it could be a bunt hit, and everybody was still excited. The girls in the dugout jumping up and down. After every game, we all came back with smiles, no matter what.
Senior night, I cried before the game started and when it ended, and then when I got home, because it's I'll never get to do this again.
That last time together, I looked at a team, I looked at a family.
Be able to pour into our young people through baseball and softball, help grow them as leaders, is really what it's all about.
Every game we saw something to take as a win. If somebody caught a ball and it was actually an out, or if they ran the base correctly this time.
To have a special bond that nobody will ever be able to take away from them, knowing that they were the first in a long time to revive it, not only at that school, but to revive softball in this urban core. Their legacy is going to be cemented for many years.
My hope is that it is a catalyst for growing across the district and being able to pull in, other schools in the district.
New legacy!
Memories bring back your